Hi, welcome to Tango's video again. Here we are, back in the cockpit 10 days after the last video. Just to get into the gubbins of things now. That's the solar panels there. And now we're going into the stern locker here, the lazarette. As you can see, that's a rudder tube. And these are the wires which have come through from here. Again, positive to positive, negative to combine the two panels and one. This is the casing for the fuel tank. The tank is wedge shaped, as I said before, and fits into this holder, which is entirely encases the tank. In fact, to remove the tank, all you need to do, making sure of course the tank is empty, is to take off the fuel tap. Maybe put a knife in here or something just to prise that edge outwards, this edge here, and then with the handle lift the tank. The whole tank will just lift straight out, which is a hell of a lot more convenient than about 99.9% of boats. This is the casing, the cabinet for the gas here. Rudder tube goes right through. In fact, the rudder shaft is very long, including the rudder and the shaft. It's about 8 feet long. So it's a pig to get it out from underneath the boat if work needs to be done. It's a long time since it's been out, doesn't need anything done to it really. This is the engine stop control and the grey cable which goes to the back of the gearbox. Now these solar panel cables go in here and these emerge in here, run along the back, and this is the entire wiring cabinet here, which you can hopefully see with all the wires labelled, etc, etc, etc. And that in the corner there is the solar panel control unit. This is a splash guard to stop the rain, etc, getting at the electrics. So that's the solar panel control unit. At the moment it's set up to charge equally both batteries. Now these batteries are connected no matter what. They are not controlled by the main switch, which is there. Doesn't matter what that's on, even if that's off, the solar panels are connected. Again, they are governed by the control unit, so any problems it'll just shut down. Also there are fuses on all the lines there for the solar panels, and fuses etc here for various other bits and pieces. This is the control unit for the windlass. This is the master switch. It turns the entire windlass system off. So you have to take that off and put the key in and turn it, and that turns the windlass system on. In other words, with that off, as it is now, nothing can happen. There can't be any shorts that turn the windlass on and dump all your chain, etc, etc. That's the control unit for it on the end. That is the emergency cutout. In other words, if it overloads, that'll pop. It just needs a press to reset, although that's never happened to me at all. And in here there are two batteries, 1, 2, they're both about a year old together, and they're both the same 290 amp batteries. And the control unit is off, or one battery 1, or both, or 2. You never turn it from changing from 1 to 2, you never turn it through off with the engine running. The engine must be off before you go through off. Otherwise you blow the crystals in the alternator, the diodes rather. Both batteries can be used either or. There's not a preference engine battery or services battery. They can both be used for either or. This, by the way, as you can see, is a huge locker, vast, full of crap, sails and goodness knows what else. And the one on the other side is identical, without the wiring obviously. And there's room for misbehaving crew in here as well, although we don't do that with the ladies. No, the ladies have to walk the plank. These are lethal. There's no struts, so if you fall down they'll chop your fingers off. so they have to be restrained with a rope around them at the best of times when it's, if you're working in here, put a wire, put a rope on a winch around and then back to a cleat here, it stops them falling down. Okay, and again the other one is the same, and it is full of even more crap. Fenders, oars, pumps, tarpaulins, you name it, it's all in there, and all the ropes. Also there's a light in here. There are lights about all over the place, none of which, the saltaire's gone for these, none of them work as yet. Need to take it off and strip down. They're all battery anyway. Okay, moving on.